Have you ever watched any of the Pokemon movies?
Actually, I watched one of the Gen 4 ones because it was on Twitch, and I don't remember anything about it.
Okay.
I think it was the one where they kill off Dawn.
Sweet.
And by kill off, I mean she just leaves. Maybe Brock leaves? I don't remember. I remember watching whatever episode Brock departs, and Twitch chat was pissed.
I remember you telling me about when Tracy leaves and everyone was pog champing.
Yeah.
Why are animations on and off called battle scene? Fuck you.
Because this is an NES game, apparently.
God damn. Who's translating this
It's
fucking
like-
game?
When you turn on Final Fantasy 1 and it's like, new game or response time 5. I don't know, you tell me.
Every time you select a file in the Zelda Oracle games, it always asks you to input the message speed, which is not confusing. Like it's not formatted confusingly, but it does confuse me as to why it's not a separate menu option. Like you can't change it anywhere. The only way to change it is to reset the game and select your file again. By the end of this playthrough, Poochyena is going to be my least favorite Pokemon.
How come the Pikachu ripoff Pokemon never have evolutions?
Yeah, their names are never translated and they never evolve. I don't know why.
Emolga was the one from Gen 5, right?
Right.
That Pokemon is actual cancer to fight against.
It's weak against ice. Just use Ice Beam, fool.
There's no ice Pokemon in Gen 5, they forgot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, apparently Dedenne can have plus.
Is that even how it's pronounced? I don't know if it's Deden or Dedenne.
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 Dedenne. So there's just a bunch of random electric types that can have plus now, I guess.
Yeah, plus and minus. Those abilities are never gonna be good.
Plusle and Minun were like, you know, awful actually, now that I'm remembering.
I wanted a Plusle so fucking bad. When I first played Ruby, I had a Minun because it's like 90% Minun, 10% Plusle. But I wanted a Plusle so bad. Not like it matters at all, but...
It's for double battles, because the plus and minus thing
Yeah,
activates.
I mean, yeah, they don't do anything, like, by themselves.
You know what's funny is, in Mystery Dungeon, I'm pretty sure this is how it works. If you have plus, as long as somebody in like the same room as you has minus, so it could be the person you're fighting, it works.
I like that. I wish it worked like that in the real games.
It still would barely be relevant, but yeah, it would
It would be something,
be
at
more
least.
interesting. Shit, I should play those weird Japanese WiiWare Mystery Dungeons at some point. Because I actually got a fan translation like a year ago.
Oh, that's cool.
All 3 of them. Although, I've heard that the story is insultingly bad.
I didn't even know that there was a story. I thought it was just like purely game, no story.
Yeah, it is kind of like an asset flip Pokemon game. Like all the models
Like
are
all
from...
Pokemon games.
Well, I said because all of the Pokemon models are from
Oops.
My Pokemon Ranch or something.
I forgot to turn on animations again.
That's another Pokemon game that I don't know if it really exists.
Pokemon Ranch.
Yeah. Or any Pokemon Rumble game.
Is that the ones where you're playing as like toys?
Yeah, like Diablo.
What? Can you look up Compound Eyes, the ability?
Compound Eyes, no space.
Yeah, it's just one word before Gen 4 or 5.
Holy shit, that guy just ran. I only saw it in my peripheral vision because I'm looking at my Pokédex TM. Okay, it says increase the accuracy of moves used by the Pokemon by multiplying the original accuracy by 1.3. So Thunder goes from 70% to 91%, which is pretty damn good.
Yep.
Damn.
I don't want to fight this thing. I want to run, but it's like as soon as I hit fight, he does struggle. Whatever, I might as well finish the fight now.
Butterfree also has Tinted Lens, but not really because that's only in Gen 4 and up.
Tinted Lens is fucking terrible. Compound Eyes is a fantastic ability. Oh shit.
Tinted Lens seems like First of all, PlayStation Network activated. If you're unfamiliar, audience, Tinted Lens doubles the power of this Pokemon's not very effective attacks, which basically means that it's an ability that's only relevant if like everyone else is dead and you're desperate. I'm just gonna go down this ability rabbit hole. What does Prankster do?
That means your non-damaging moves have priority, and it's why Klefki was Uber's tier in Gen 5.
It looks like certain status moves get even more priority from this than others.
I know they nerfed it after Gen 5 because Klefki was so good, so that might have been the nerfing, is like they changed the priority system. I'm dead.
Great. So wait, if you have HM Pokemon in your party and then Butterfree dies, how do you reconcile that?
I'll either have to hope they're weak enough to get KO'd, or I'll hope that I saved recently and I'll just reset. I think the only HM Butterfree can ever learn is Flash, and I'm not teaching my only usable Pokemon fucking Flash. Why have I not learned... Does Butterfree not learn moves in Pokemon Emerald? Because I thought that it was like supposed to learn its status moves at level 10 and 11 and on. You read it and you read it, and I want you to read it.
What is that?
That's Fresh Prince, bitch.
I just remember... You will find Jeffrey, and you will find Jeffrey.
I was just about to say, that's my favorite line from the trilogy. Now it's a trilogy. Is you will find Jeffrey, and you will find Jeffrey.
I also remember there's a lot of time skipping in the first.
Yes, there's
several. This is like several years later.
Like 3 years later, and also Carlton constantly saying, "Can you make me a sandwich?"
That wasn't in 3 at all, was it?
I don't think so, and I'm not sure whether to be like. I liked that running joke, but also it's kind of nice to know that he's not just relying on old jokes. He's actually got new material. When me and Naomi were recording Pokemon Yellow last, well, the one time that we recorded it, we started shit-talking Makoto from Persona 5. You can join in on that if you want.
I can't even remember why I don't like her, to be honest. It's been so long.
Alright, well... I guess that would make it hard to join in then.
Yeah, you know what? That was actually kind of interesting that that game had 3 analysts, or whatever.
Whatever, yeah.
Considering there are a shitload of analyzed voice lines.
It's like, because Morgana does everything for a while, and then Makoto does everything, but then when Futaba joins, she is like just general chatter, but Makoto is still doing the weaknesses, I think.
I thought Futaba does the weakness voice lines.
You know, I've just finished Royal, so I really should remember this, but I don't remember for some reason.
I know Royal has another new analyzed person.
He's by far the best, and it's a damn shame that he's not the analyst for very long.
You know what's fucked up? Whenever I'm playing 4, I miss so hard the fact that you can just press L or whatever to analyze.
Can you not do that in...
You have to scroll your ass all the way up to analyze on the menu and then select person, and then Teddy is like, he's very weak to ice! And you're like, stop! It's interesting how many analyzed voice lines are, because I remember I looked at somebody and he was like, he's not strong at all, but don't use dark.
Yeah, there's I know. There's so many contextual lines, and I don't even know if they're sentence fragments that are seamlessly stitched together. Because sometimes it sounds like it is, but a lot of them it would be so seamless that I can't help but be impressed. Also, this is not surprising, but Futaba has a voice line for you getting ambushed by super weak enemies. It's like you get ambushed and Futaba's just like, they're super weak. What, did you fall asleep or something?
This is not a dangerous situation.
This is not.
I swear Kratos has a line where he's like, there's no power in numbers. And it's like, you're just wrong, but okay. It's just kind of a stupid thing to say.
Everybody does have a, like, 5 enemy encounter line.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't remember what everyone's
I might just be wrong about that. That's one of those things where like maybe I just misheard it forever.
Wait, real quick. Do you know what happens when you get into a double battle with one Pokemon?
No. No, you just can't.
Yeah, they just straight up prevent you from... Because Emerald was the game... I mean, Ruby and Sapphire introduced double battles, but all of the double battles were just two NPCs next to each other. But this game actually introduced the thing where you can get into a double battle with two trainers that are not, like, related to each other. If, like, if they're both looking at you at the right time. So with that, I can just fight the trainers individually, but... Yeah, with the forced double battle trainers, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I do know what I want to do for the double battle gym, but we'll get to that when we get to it.
Butterfree can, however,
learn
Shadow Ball.
See, you'd think that would be a good thing, but in Gen 1, 2, and 3, ghost moves are physical.
Oh.
And Butterfree's worst stat is its attack.
Right, I forgot that types are hard locked.
Yeah, that's like the one thing that Gen 3 didn't do was the physical special split.
Oh, wow.
Also, okay, I was talking about before we started recording of like Pokemon White, XD, and Fire Red are my 3 favorite Pokemon games for different reasons. And Fire Red, it's like, that I feel is the most pure Pokemon experience. Like, that is probably the best Pokemon game to play first, because it is both polished and not glitchy as fuck like the original game, and it's also like it's nice to look at. It's got a good amount of it's like it's only got the Gen 1 Pokemon up until you beat the Elite Four, and then it expands a little bit. I mean, yeah, it's just a pure Pokemon experience.
The problem is I don't like Kanto. So I never was able to beat Fire Red.
That was actually going to be another thing, is that I think Kanto is the best laid out region. But
I think in terms of like dynamicness, it's neat. But like all of the actual individual areas suck, in my opinion. Like Mount Moon, all the tunnels and all.
Well, yeah, all the tunnels are horrible.
Silphco and Pokemon Mansion and all these hellscapes.
I'll give you that. That the dungeons in Gen 1 are bad.
Definitely preferable to the straight line regions.
Like when I was a kid playing Yellow, you can either go south from Pallet Town to get to Cinnabar Island, or you can go around the, what are they called, like the Aurora Islands south of Koga's town. And I was trying to get to the Aurora Islands for so fucking long. I got so pissed because I couldn't find my way out of these stupid caves. So I left, and I looked at the map, and I was like, oh, you can go south from Pallet Town. And I felt so smart figuring that out. So, I mean, I know I was like a fucking 10-year-old kid or something, so it was like, who cares? But I feel like that's at least some kind of success of game design, where it's like, the game let me have that moment of figuring it out, simple as it was.
It's kind of like, in this game, where the entire right half of the map is a joke, and then you accidentally find that town that has nothing in it, but then there's no actual satisfaction because you talk to a kid and you say your name is Yes or whatever, and then you leave.
Oh yeah, this is one of those times where you can get into a double battle or 2 single battles. But yeah, the water half of Gen 3 is fucking terrible, and IGN has gotten constant shit about the 7.8 too much water thing.
But they're right.
That's like...
just weird out of context.
That's the one thing that like you shouldn't shit talk IGN for.
Yeah.
Like, you have infinite amount of material to make fun of them for, and you pick the one thing that they're actually right about. There is too much water in Gen 3.
You know what's funny? That's actually a pretty good composition, but it sucks because it sucks. You hear the first 5 seconds of it. So
yeah, and it's not even necessarily that there is too much water. I mean, there is, but that's not like the problem. The problem is that there's nothing in the fucking water. Like you said, there's the town that's like just a bunch of logs stitched together, and it's nothing. There's a bunch of dive spots which have nothing interesting, and there's like 3 Pokemon that you can encounter.
Yeah.
Like, I was surprised earlier about there being Slackoth in the forest. That never happens in the water. It's like only Tentacool, Wingull, and Pelipper. And like, there's not much more than that.
You know what would help a lot is if whenever you go to surf, it doesn't say the water is dyed a deep blue. Would you like to surf? If you just press A, or even better yet, just run into the water and just it's happening now. But because it's Pokemon, there has to be a whole fucking speech about it. That's actually something Gen 7 seemed to do right, is that you just press a button and you're doing the thing.
Yeah, I think Gen 7 was the game that got rid of HMs and replaced them with a list of Pokemon that can do things. You have a Tauros or something for your bike replacement. You have a Lapras or something for Surf. You have a Machamp for Strength.
The one good thing to come out of Omega Ruby is that you can, since you can surf on Linoon, you can actually see it happening.
Wait, does it actually show the Pokemon
Yeah,
you're surfing on? Oh, nice.
It's so weird that Linoon can use surf.
It's not weird to me because I've always seen normal types as just like, because normal moves aren't super effective against anything and normal moves themselves aren't amazing, normal types just get by with having coverage moves, and Surf is just the big dumb water move.
It's like water toxic. Because
Hydro Pump is really strong but inaccurate, and like Bubble Beam is fucking weak, so Surf is the in-between, where it's 100% accurate, but it's like 80 or something base power. Here's the first gym leader, by the way.
TMs in Japan are called Waza machines.
Like water machines?
No, because Waza means technique.
Oh.
I'm trying to find...
I think I just died.
What is the glitch move? The glitch move.
Fucking instantly died.
There's a move in Gen 1 that's 2 hyphens. It has the appearance of Rapid Spin and the effect of Toxic. May harm the game if used in a cave.
In a cave?
What the fuck does it mean by harm the game?
You're gonna brick your console.
And the type of the move is Cool Trainer Female symbol. What the hell is going on in Gen 1, man?
What the hell is his name? Big Yellow, Poke Yellow, made a video like ranking the glitch Pokemon based and like in ascending order of their base stat totals, and I think the one with the highest base stat total has like 0 in 3 stats, but like 500 in 2 others. For reference, I think the highest a stat ever gets in the mainline games is 180 or 200 or something. It's not that much. Alright, I have to hope that Geodude gets paralyzed and doesn't hit with Rock Tomb or I die instantly. Because I'm quad weak to fucking rocks.
There's a glitch Pokemon called 4 which has the icon of Ho-Oh, and the type is 999.
Whoa. Reference? Wait, we're still in Gen 1?
I don't even know.
Because Ho-Oh isn't in Gen 1.
Have you ever watched the first episode of the anime, dummy?
No. Yeah, I used to think that thing was a Fearow. I didn't realize it was a... I'm pissed. Rock Tomb has like 3 accuracy. Why is it hitting me so much? I know one of the Gen 3 glitch Pokemon is just the like question mark in the Pokedex.
Oh god. Glitch. Wait, I don't even know like how to parse this, but TM's there's a glitch item called TM17 that contains a move. This is in Generation 2 that contains a move that just does like the move itself is just present. It just does present with 17% accuracy, no PP, but the type is the name of your player.
Whoa.
It's like, what?
Sick variable finding.
It's like actually freaking me out slightly.
Got 3 HP, what the heck? There's Sleep Powder. Alright, so real quick, Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder has 75 accuracy. Combine that with Compound Eyes, I have a 97% accurate sleep move, which is the second best in the series after Spore.
Make sure, as the series progresses and whenever you're at beeping HP, to play more and more beeping from different games on top of it for maximum enjoyability.
You mean like in Gen 1 it's like it's normal, and then Gen 2 it's like two
No, I'm
games,
talking about
Gen 3 it's three
like
games?
literally from other games ever. So like in part 69, when you're at low health, just there'll be like 8 different games as beeping.
Oh god. Alright, I'm cheesing my way through so far with this fucking sleep powder shit. Oh god. Oh god.
Unpopular.
Oh god. I think I have to go grind a little bit.
Alright, let's find some glitches in this game.
I'm sure there's plenty. Pokemon has never been a stranger to bugs.
Oh my god. I was seeing the game through my peripheral vision, and when you walked into the green grass area, it looked like you're just walking off the world into the void. You want to know all the different ways you can patch the berry glitch?
Sure, go for
Wait,
it.
actually, first of all, what is the berry glitch? What does it do?
Yo, you should just look it up and read it, because I tried to read about it and I was like mind-fucked at what I was reading. I was like, how is a glitch this fucking complicated and how did they even fix it?
Oh my god.
That's not a good sign.
For the first 366 days, the real-time clock runs, starting from January 1st, 2000. The game's day number will count from 1 to 366 normally, but when the clock reports January 1st, 2001, the game's day number will start from 1 again.
Yeah, I forget why it's called the berry glitch. I think it also has something to do with that one island that shows up like 1 in a million chance or whatever.
Oh, so basically the growth of berries will be frozen for 366 days. I think the idea here is that it makes berries grow unfucking godly slowly, which is not the intention.
Oh yeah, side note, I'm not using repels because I want to see if in doing this series if I can ever find a shiny.
Okay. You still never found one naturally?
I have never found one, but I'm pretty sure that's mostly because I always use repels and I very, very rarely actually fight or encounter wild Pokemon.
You can patch the berry glitch with Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Emerald, where you load up any one of those games. At the title screen, hold select and press B. After the new screen loads, press A, insert the link cable, connect to Ruby or Sapphire, turn on Ruby or Sapphire while holding start and select, and then the berry program update will launch on Emerald or Fire Red.
Okay, I have several questions based on you saying that. First of all, what the fuck? I don't even know where to start. A convoluted button combination? I assume neither of the people playing or connecting are like, they even know what this glitch is or how to fix it. Is this like a thing where you take it to Toys R Us and then the dude behind the counter's like, all right, hold on, give me a second.
Well, because I assume that if you like read something somewhere, like maybe on their website or in the manual, back of the manual for one of these games, it explains all this to you. And it's as obtuse as possible, so you can't possibly accidentally do any of this. If you link up your game to Coliseum or XD for trading or battling, the patch will just get downloaded without your consent, apparently.
Okay, that's at least simpler.
Downloading Jirachi from PAL version of Pokemon Channel will do the same thing. Linking an affected game to Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire, accessing the go-to adventure mode, and then saving the game will automatically fix the glitch. By the way, speaking of Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire, you can play the game, you can play your on your save, like, in Pokemon Box.
So it's like having that Game Boy connector thing, but without actually having it.
So you have to link up your Game Boy Advance with the cartridge in it. But unlike the Game Boy player where it's actually like, uses the Game Boy hardware, it actually is just running on an emulator.
Oh.
So there are actually some quirks, apparently. I don't know what exactly there are, but there's some minor emulation strangeness. Wait, what am I reading right now? Players could visit these stores and connect to a GBA system containing one of these cartridges via link cable to download the patch and they would also receive a shiny Zigzagoon holding a lychee berry.
I think that's the berry that's on that island, that
Oh,
secret
really?
island.
It's like one for, one for free.
How the fuck did they come up with this method? It's like they couldn't just print new, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald cartridges and just like, well, whoever had the glitch is shit out of luck. They actually came up with a method to patch it before video game, like, online patching was a thing. That's fucking, like, is it weird to think that's insane? Like,
They can't even fix that shit with online updates now.
yeah, Gen 9 and 8 are disaster pieces. I mean, I know Pokemon is, like, different now than it was, but still. How did they come up with that, and how?
Well, I guess because the whole real-time clock thing was such an important novelty that, like, this glitch was embarrassing enough that they were like, they needed to fix it. And the Pokemon Scoop magazine, which is Japanese-only magazine, in their winter 2004 issue, it had some e-cards, e-reader plus cards
oh god,
you could scan
e-reader.
to get the update. The Berry Problem Repair Program e-reader plus card. GameCube. Did you just...
You didn't see anything. Damn, I'm good. First try.
You gotta hear this. There's one last thing. If the player had no opportunity to download the patch, the game could be sent to Nintendo to have it fixed. Nintendo stopped offering this service in August of 2012.
Oh my god.
What?
They did that shit for a decade. That was after the 3DS came out.
You're telling me that after I beat my copy of Pokemon Black 2, I can go ahead and send my Ruby in to get fixed?
Holy shit. That's amazing.
TR? What is that? I don't want to know.
TR is what they replaced TMs with. There's like TMs and TRs. And TMs are infinite use and TRs are single use. It's fucking stupid.
That is strange. Is it Linoon or Linoon?
I've always said Linoon.
It would make sense if it's Linoon, right?
Would it? Because it like lies down?
No, line as opposed to zigzag.
Yeah, you've opened my mind's eye. You like birds. What should I name this thing? Cool. I've done these Butterfree runs before. What? Tailo can't even learn? Fucking... I'm pissed.
Should have named him level 5.
I've done these Butterfree runs before, up to Gen 3. And I when I did Gen 3, I actually did a dual run of Beautifly and Dustox for, like, the double battles. Dustox is kind of interesting because it's a very defensive-based early bug. But Beautifly just straight up fucking sucks. Like, it is not interesting at all. Like, Butterfree at least has the aspect of it knows psychic moves and has Compound Eyes Sleep Powder, and that's kind of interesting. But, like, Beautifly just learns, like, Aerial Ace and, like, nothing else. It's just miserable.
Let's get a Masquerain.
Masquerain. And Masquerain is, like, disappointing to me because the pre-evolution is way more interesting typing-wise. I leveled up twice, and that still put me to 1 HP. Did I not get any defense in that entire battle? Or in that entire period of time? All good here. Wonder if I can learn Dream Eater. I know you can in Fire Red, but I don't think that's a TM or anything in Gen 3. Maybe it is. This is still gonna take like 4 hits. So if it'll definitely wake up before then, unless I get 2 crits in a row. Maybe I can confuse it. Oh shit. Nice. I don't think Nosepass's attack is that high, so it won't do that much damage, but it'll do something at least. This motherfucker has potions. Whoa.
I'm back.
You sounded like you like emerged from a fucking portal from hell.
How's that?
You came back like, brah.
Internet died. What? You
Oh,
were
it
about to say
died.
something about Masquerain. Oh, wait, did you not notice I was gone?
I did. Because I
Okay,
asked
good.
you something, and so I figured you like muted yourself.
No, the internet died for like 5 minutes. Less than
God
that.
damn it. Masquerain is kind of... I don't even know if it's good or not. I just find it disappointing because its pre-evolution is actually kind of interesting typing-wise.
Bug water.
Yeah. And then it just ditches the water part to become another bug flying type. When Butterfree and Beautifly exist in the same generation.
Fighting
Can
dark
this
and
motherfucker miss with Rock Tomb ever? Please.
Is Rock Tomb supposed to be inaccurate?
I think it has like 80 accuracy.
I learned this from a Did You Know Gaming video. So, I haven't done my own research at all, but there was some sort of like Flash game, Gen 3 Flash game. They were like teasing what the next starters were going to be in Gen 4. And they were like, the starters in Gen 4 are going to, instead of, maybe they didn't say instead of normal, but they just said they would be psychic, dark, and fighting.
What?
But then that wasn't true at all, right? Like, not even secondarily, that's not true, right?
Yes, well, secondarily, it was fighting, ground, and steel.
But I wonder if, like, for a bit they were thinking about changing it up and then just didn't. This one player keeps kicking my ass. The Legend 27. That's what we should have called the Butterfree.
What even is the legend? I swear I've asked this to someone and they've given me an answer and I've looked it up and I still don't remember what the Legend 27 is.
Some dumb meme thing about like a Clash of Clans player who was really good. And that's about it.
Oh, also I'm thinking about this because, Butterfree's moveset is currently 1 attacking move and 3 status moves, but what do you think about RPGs? Oh my god, I'm alive. Does Nosepass have less attack than Geodude? What do you think about RPGs that only let you inflict 1 status effect on the enemy? Like Persona and Pokemon.
I don't know, isn't that most of them?
Well, like, Xenoblade, there's so many status effects and debuffs that you could have an entire fucking, like, on-screen Wikipedia of how many are inflicted at once. Alright, if I get a critical hit, I win. That's like a 4% chance. Oh, never mind. I thought you wouldn't use potion until it got to red health.
I know in Warframe there's so many status ailments that there's like hybrid status ailments. So if someone has...
Oh my god.
Like, if someone is burned and frozen at the same time, they get like... It changes into frostburn or something.
I saw a couple months ago, I saw like a reblog string of people being like, how do people not know about inflicting status effects on enemies in RPGs? That's like how you make the games easy. And it's like, bitch, what RPG are you playing where you can actually inflict status effects on bosses? That's exactly my problem with Persona 5, at least, is that every regular enemy isn't worth using debuffs or status effects on, and every boss is immune to status effects.
Games like that are never... They try to obfuscate the fact that it's like always just bosses that can't be affected by stuff. Like the thing that lets you always escape in Persona, whatever ability that's called.
It's something Japanese.
The description says, like, not all battles can be escaped from. Which is, it's obviously what it means is just you can't use it on bosses. We all get it at this point. Why not just outright say, you can't bosses. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's like two sides of the same coin where one side is not all bosses can be escaped from, and the other is Monster Hunter World. You can only join your friend when they've watched all the cutscenes, or whatever they say.
It's still weird a little bit. It says, like, this player has not experienced the story events yet.
They just straight up say cutscenes.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, that's why I remember it, is because they refer to cutscenes by name.